Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jude Jets Show. And the Jets just won 23-14 against the Green Bay Packers. And here are my thoughts from today's game. Now, yes, we did win, but I was not impressed with how our first team defense played. I mean, Green Bay didn't have a single starter out there on both sides of the ball at all in today's game. So the fact that the Packers' backup offense scored 14 points against our first team defense did not sit well with me. Now, in the Jets' offense, none of our defensive linemen played today. I mean, John Franklin Myers was our most talented defensive lineman, and our D-line is pretty much the heart and soul of our defense. And if they don't play, our performance is not going to be as good as it normally would be. Kirk being Kirk, I thought was not going to have any time at all in today's game to throw the ball. But since, Sheldon Rankins, Foley Fadikusi, Quentin Williams, none of those guys played, he had more time, which is why he was able to have more completions. But still, this is the Packers' backups. They're backups for a reason, going up against our starting players. I would have liked them to, just only hold the Packers to 7 points or something. Just the fact that the Green Bay Packers' backup scored 14 points against our starters just did not sit well with me. But what did impress me was that how in the second half we did clean up our act. I mean, the Packers were scoreless in half number 2. Brandon Echols and Lamar Jackson both had interceptions, and we had more sacks. I mean, I believe we only had 1 sack in today's game, and that was in the second half. So a lot of good things came from half number 2 defensively, and, that did impress me that we did clean up our act, but still, very concerning that our first team defense is allowing the Packers backups to score 14 points against them. But next week we go up against the Eagles, so let's see if we can clean up our act. Now, I was impressed with how Zach Wilson played today. I mean, the guy completed 9 of his 11 passes for 128 yards and threw 2 touchdowns. I mean, both of his touchdown throws to Tyler Kroft were just beautiful passes. And also, him and Corey Davis had a number of gorgeous passes and catches. I mean, the connection that those two have is just really incredible. It's going to be fun to watch this season. And the best part was, Zach Wilson looked like the player he was last week. I don't think anything changed. Or if anything, Wilson got better than he was last week. But still, the performances were fairly same. I mean, they were both accurate last week. They both looked like veterans, and they could really command the field. So that shows us that Wilson is a consistent player. Something Donald was not. So hopefully he can play like he did in the past 2 games against the Eagles next week, and hopefully he can do it in the regular season. And the last thing I want to talk about is that Matt Amendola, our kicker, was 5 for 5 today on his kicks, hit 3 out of 3 field goals, and was 2 out of 2 for his extra points. So a good performance from our kicker, Matt Amendola. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. If you ended up enjoying, let me know by hitting the subscribe and like button. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Jude_Jets. Comment down below what you thought of today's video. And for some reason, the comments are turned off. Just hit me up on my social medias. And I'm your host, Jude, signing off for now. See you later. Peace.